the world's most famous UFO sightings. For decades, strange lights and mysterious objects have been seen in our skies. From Roswell to the Phoenix Lights, from the depths of Brazil to the deserts of Nevada. Join us as we explore the most famous UFO sightings in history. Hear the stories, see the evidence, and decide for yourself. Are we really alone? The truth is right here.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the channel. My name's Steve. Today I want to start to chronologically, that's a big word for me, go through every major UFO incident ever recorded from the 40s right through to the present day 2024. Now, it's something I've always wanted to do, but never had the technology or the research power to be able to do it. I don't think anybody's ever done it before. Well, certainly not to the extent that we're going to be doing it anyway. So during the upcoming shows, we're going to deep dive into some pretty amazing UFO sightings. We found lots of new details about some famous ones, and we've also found some lesser known UFO cases, which I think you guys are going to love. We'll use AI to help us with the research. With our no-nonsense ufology bot Sid, who will be helping to connect the dots between different UFO cases which I may have missed. Now, we'll use real photographs of the event where we can find them, of course. If not, we'll use some AI images and videos just to help tell the story, okay? We have a long journey ahead of us, so without further ado, let's jump in and begin with some climatic theme music and a seriously dramatic voiceover.
In the vast expanse of the universe, secrets beyond our wildest imaginations await. Are we truly alone, or are there otherworldly visitors among us? Welcome to the Ufologist's Guide to the Galaxy, where we explore the unexplained, the mysterious, and the extraordinary.
So let's start in the 1940s, and it's worth mentioning a guy called Donald Keyhoe, an ex-US Army Marine Corps major who was a big player investigating flying saucers back then. Donald was probably one of the first big names to bring the subject to the mainstream public. He concluded that flying saucers were from outer space and were on some sort of scouting mission, and claimed to derive his theory from his contacts in Air Force and Navy intelligence. And he had some very good, very influential contacts there. Everyone thought he was mad, except, of course, everyone but the government, that is, who thought he was a menace. In Keyhoe's view, the aliens, wherever their origins or intentions, did not seem hostile, and had likely been surveying the Earth for 200 years or more, though Keyhoe wrote that their observations suddenly increased in 1947 following the series of atomic bomb explosions in 1945. Took them 2 years to wake them up, did it? Anyway, back to Donald. He loved science fiction and began investigating flying saucers and writing articles for various pulp magazines like True Magazine. But he also wrote some very good books. The Flying Saucers Are Real and The Flying Saucer Conspiracy, to name but a few. Donald Keyhoe is the perfect person to start our ufology journey, as in 1956 he co-founded the National Investigations Committee on Aerial Phenomena, NECAP, a civilian investigation group that asserted that the US government was lying about UFOs and covering up information that should be shared with the public. The group had many influential board members, including the very first director of the CIA. The group argued that the US government should conduct research into UFO matters and should publicly release all its UFO files. Yeah, right. Project Sign, based at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, good place to have it, I think, and its successors, Project Grudge and Project Blue Book, were officially tasked with investigating the flying saucers. Edward Ruppel's book, The Report on Unidentified Flying Objects, reports that many people within these research groups did in fact support the hypothesis that the flying saucers were from outer space. Donald Keyhoe died in 1988, aged 91. He was the pioneer of disclosure. R.I.P. Donald.
Join us next time for more UFO incidents and unexplained encounters on the world's most famous UFO sightings.
Case file number 1. The Battle of Los Angeles. Los Angeles, California, the 24th of February, 1942.
Now here's a very interesting case. I found lots and lots of photographs of this case, but not one photograph of an actual UFO. Basically, everyone in Los Angeles panicked when an unknown object was supposedly spotted in the sky. It was just a few months after the Pearl Harbor attack, and a few days earlier, a Japanese submarine was spotted off the coast, so everyone had the war jitters when it all went bonkers on the evening of the 24th of February, 1942. That night, the city's anti-aircraft guns fired over Los Angeles after their radar detected unidentified flying objects, or an object, depending on which story you read, which led to the order to commence firing. Despite a massive anti-aircraft barrage, no Japanese planes, or for that matter any wreckage, were found, leading to further mystery about what was actually in the skies that night. Many believe this to be an early UFO event, though others attribute it just to wartime panic. Over 1,400 rounds of anti-aircraft artillery were used, and 5 civilians died as a result of the chaos, 3 from heart attacks brought on by the stress, and 2 from car accidents caused by the blackout and confusion. So was there a possible UFO connection? Some witnesses reported seeing a large, slow-moving object illuminated by the searchlights, which they believed could not have been a weather balloon or plane. They do love their weather balloon stories, don't they? This theory gained traction after an iconic photograph appeared to show a mysterious object being illuminated by the searchlights. I can't find that photo. Neither can Sid. The official explanation from the US government initially suggested that the object was likely a weather balloon. Yeah, right. While others argued that it may have been an enemy reconnaissance aircraft. However, some military officials, including Secretary of the Navy Frank Knox, stated that the entire episode was a false alarm, possibly triggered by nervousness after the Pearl Harbor attack. Well done, Frank. After the war, the Japanese government stated they had not sent any aircraft over Los Angeles at the time of the incident. This further fueled speculation that whatever was seen in the skies was not of human origin, since no foreign power took responsibility for the event. Although the incident took place years before the term UFO became common, the incident has been classified as a potential UFO encounter. Over the years, various conspiracy theories have emerged. Some believe the government covered up a UFO encounter, while others suggest it was a deliberate ploy to prepare the American public for war. Okay, let's bring Sid in for this one. Sid, is there any evidence to suggest there was a UFO in the sky that night?
No. Only one of the images from the incident is a photograph showing searchlights converging on an object in the sky, illuminated in bright light. This photograph has been scrutinized over the years, with some suggesting it shows an actual UFO, while others believe it is an exaggerated or edited photo from the time.
So there you have it. Nothing to see here. But it was worth a look. Cue the not-so-dramatic music.
Join us next time for more UFO incidents and unexplained encounters on the world's most famous UFO sighting.